Dazan Erdemovic was a 23-year-old ethnic Croat fighting for the Bosnian Serb army who was ordered to shoot unarmed Bosnian Muslims. After he shared his account of the bloodbath, he found himself on trial for his own role in the killings in the case Prosecutor versus Erdemovic. On July 16, 1995, 1,200 Bosnian Muslim civilians who'd surrendered to the Bosnian Serb army arrived at Pilica farm. They were lined up and shot. Erdemovic was on the firing squad. He thought he'd personally killed about 70 men. According to Erdemovic, he hadn't wanted to kill anyone. He joined the army because he needed money to take care of his wife and son. Erdemovic said he'd initially refused to carry out the orders, but was told he'd be shot himself if he didn't comply. Erdemovic later did refuse to execute more Muslims. He was subsequently shot by a fellow soldier. He suspected this shooting was ordered by a colonel. After Erdemovic got out of the hospital, he told his story to a journalist, confessing the killings and expressing his deep regret. He was arrested by the Serbian State Security Services and sent to The Hague to stand trial in the International Criminal Tribunal for the former Yugoslavia. Erdemovic was tried for crimes against humanity. He pleaded guilty but stated that if he'd refused, he would have been killed along with the victims. The trial chamber sentenced him to 10 years in prison, a light sentence that reflected his remorse and his cooperation with the prosecutor in the investigation of the crimes at Pilica farm. Erdemovic appealed to the appeals chamber. He argued that he'd committed the killings under duress or compulsion by threats from another person.